No golfers realise the correlation between their lead arm and the bottom of their lead arm and the ground. It seriously affects your contact, the reason why you slice, and I'm going to show you how to fix it and power up your game, because I've seen so many questions here on the channel because we are powered by you and we're answering all of them today. And if you want your question answered, be sure to subscribe and pop your question down below in the comments. I've got a 3-stage fix. Now at each and every stage, I want you to compare and you to see the differences between what I'm doing and what you're doing. Because I said at the start of the video, I want you to power up. I want you to hit it further and have more consistency. So what I want you to do is put your left arm out like this, and this is how a right-hander sets up this drill. Put it across your chest and hook it in, but don't put your hand like this. Put it like this, okay? So your fingers are pointing out. For a left-hander, this just simply be the opposite way, okay? You can follow along. Remember, each stage, compare it to what you do currently. Now, we're then going to get into golf posture. Now, I want you to really feel like your fingers, which is essentially illustrating this part of your hand, is going to stay pointing towards the ground, okay? And I want you to go until you feel the resistance, and you can't go any more without going like that, okay? I can go way more and point this up, but I don't want to do that. So try and do for me 8 to 12 reps. Boom, 1 to the ground, 2. And the feedback that I get from people is that as they're doing it, they feel as though they're really tipping over and they really feel they're winding up their core. Now, the reason why you feel like you're tipping over, in the past, a lot of golfers have been standing up, a massive cause of slice, so really try and feel those touch points. Again, I'm just feeling until I feel that resistance and my voice changes. Now, just take a little bit of a note here. Have a look at this in player cam. I'm just going to sort of note where my shoulders are pointing in relation to my feet, because in stage 2, I want you to place 2 golf clubs on the ground. And don't be scared, guys, if this feels like you're swinging shorter. I want it to feel that way. You will still create power, and we're going to talk about that power upgrade in part 3. Now, we've got my first club on the ground here, which is just my feet line, okay? It's just parallel to where we're aiming. The next one, I'm just going to place on the ground here to roughly where I felt like my shoulders were sort of pointing, I felt they were like there. That was sort of my point of resistance. Now, I want you to understand this, right? When you're doing it slowly like that, you don't have much momentum. But if you take that same premise now into a golf swing, you will go a little bit further than what I have as my line on the ground, and it'll probably be somewhere like that. Ample amount of turn. But the whole idea is now at stage 2, make some swings, hit some shots away, but do it this way. Think about the gears in your car. Gear 1's your slowest, gear 5 is your fastest. I want you to hit some shots away in gear 3. Very, very important. It gives the chance for your brain to feel what it's doing. Remember, your brain is the driver of your golf swing. If you do it too quick, you won't feel the changes and you won't be able to implement them. So look at this hoop. I said at the start of the video that this is not only going to help you power up, but it affects your contact and your consistency and strike of the golf ball. Now think of your golf swing as a massive hoop. So if I sort of just hold it there like that, again, this is sort of illustrating that part 1. If I keep that pointing towards the ground, the lower part of my arm, you can see how my hoop, as you move down the line, is sort of always operating in the same space, okay? So that would be that. If, however, I lose that relationship and lose that correlation between my arms and my body, I then flatten my circle. Now, if I flatten my circle in the backswing, I'm probably going to try and regain it in the downswing, right? That's that action. So hopefully you're comparing your swing now going, yeah, you know what, on a bad one, I do have a little bit of that over motion. So can you see how the first 2 stages about you building up the consistency and the strike again? So feel confident in that what you're doing right now is really building your swing and improving it better. Right, stage 3, I promise you it would help you power up. So this is how. Don't undo any of that good work. A lot of people, again, just giving you some feedback points here to compare to your swing, when they make this transition to feeling as though their swing is shorter, they feel the need to make the downswing a little bit quicker, so it all becomes a little bit rushed and out of control. Please don't do that, okay? Please trust in what we're doing. To power up, I want you to keep the rhythm on the swing. And how I've got a trick for you to do this is I want you to feel that as you're winding up the backswing, right, you should be able to count to 2. It's 1 to the ball, 2 all the way to the follow through. So just moving off the ball, having a few practice swings here, it would be keep the left arm to the ground, 1, 2. So 1, backswing to ball, 1, start of downswing to ball, 2, ball to finish. And it really just helps you gather the golf ball. And the reason why it powers up is I feel like I'm throwing my power here rather than throwing my power over here. It's a simple concept, but one that really does resonate with me, resonate with all golfers, because you can really feel the pace of the swing. So I'll say this out loud. By all means, you don't have to say this out loud, then you might get some funny looks, but remember those points, and at any time, go back to stage 1, build in stage 2, and watch this at stage 3. 1, 2. That's my best drive of the day. I've been filming a few tips here today. I can't hit any better than that. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell, because I really, really want you to play your best golf. I really do.